Hi, everyone. This is Lady T with Lady T Speaks TV, where we talk about relationships. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit, trying to figure out the best lighting for you all so you can really see me. Okay, that looks good. Now, I shared with you some relationship tips in my last video, and actually, we talked about being direct when you have conflict in your relationship. So today, I'm going to read for you the next tip from Psychology Today. I told you I read this article. It had 10 tips, and I want to share them with you. So let's get into that now. Of course, I'm going to be looking at the screen, but you'll get my attention shortly after I read it. So, tip number two, this is for romantic relationships. And guess what? This tip is for relationships in general also. Okay, let me read it for you. So it says statements that directly assault your partner's character. So, talking about how you feel without blaming your partner. That's what they're talking about. Tip number two. So, statements that directly assault your partner's character may be especially damaging to a relationship. If a man frustrated by his girlfriend's jealousy says you're totally irrational, he is inviting her to become defensive. And this can shut down further conversation. A more constructive strategy is to use I statements and pair them with behavior descriptions. I statements focus on how you feel without blaming your partner. And behavior descriptions focus on a specific behavior your partner is engaging in rather than a character flaw. For example, this man might say, I get irritated when you claim I'm flirting with someone during an innocent conversation. These tactics are direct, but do not impugn your partner's character. However, it should be noted that these direct negative tactics can be constructive in some situations. Research has shown that for couples with relatively minor problems, blaming and rejecting one's partner during a conflict discussion was associated with lower relationship satisfaction over time and intended to make problems worse. For couples with major problems, a different picture emerged. Blaming and rejecting behaviors resulted in less satisfaction immediately following the conflict discussion, but over the long term, the problems improved, and this led to increases in relationship satisfaction. We all want to be satisfied in our relationships. I don't know anybody that you'll talk to and say, oh, I like to be dissatisfied. No. Relationships, we believe, primarily are for enhancing your life. So, when you're in a conflict and you blame your significant other or your partner, it will definitely make situations worse. It has been my experience, like I said, counseling couples that they blame one another because they don't use I statements. They're not careful about saying what they feel. They get into all of the different things that have happened throughout time with their partner. It's like, if I am building a fire and I'm using some sort of kindling and I strike the match and it doesn't quite get the fire going, as an analogy. It takes a while for it to burn and to get to where I want it to be. Well, that happens when you are using statements that blame your partner rather than you expressing your feelings. Now, like I said before in the video before, this is just for information purposes only. If you need professional help, you must seek professional help. Counseling therapists, they have them. You can look on the internet. If you don't have access to that, go to the library, look in the directories, you will find a counselor in your local neighborhood. This is just information that I'm giving to you all to better enhance your relationships. We want to be satisfied in life. We want to have better lives, and relationships are key. They really, really are. No man is an island. You're not living here on earth alone. Most of the times you're in some sort of relationship with someone. And again, we're talking about romantic relationships in this video, but we're giving you tips, and these tips can be used, period, because saying I feel opposed to saying you always is really, really important if you want to resolve conflict. So that's relationship tip number 2. We'll come back. We'll get into some more information. I don't want these videos to be long because it won't capture your attention. So I'm just trying to give you tip, and then we can talk about anything else in other videos. Okay, so if you're here for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're coming back, again, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for making comments. And if you want to email me to get relationship tips and tools, you can email me at LadyTSpeaksTV, all one word, at gmail.com. Again, LadyTSpeaksTV at gmail.com. I'll be glad to look over your questions and answer them anonymously. I will not give your name out. You do not have to leave your name in that email. Just email me. And again, during one part of the discussion in the video, I'll have a segment where we can talk about that particular question that you sent me. And then I'll answer them to the best of my ability. All right, everyone. This is Lady T. This is Lady T Speaks TV, where we talk about relationships. As I often say, make your day great. Live your life on purpose. I'll see you when I see you. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to click on that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget, share the video with your friends or someone that you know that might be having some conflict in their relationship. And don't forget to leave a comment. I am interested to see what you all think about the relationship tips and if they've been beneficial to you. Have you applied them, and are they working for you? All right. See you when I see you.